everyone, it's me, Jordan again. Haven't seen me for a little bit, have you? Some stuff got in the way, school and everything, so yeah, that's why I've been gone for a little bit. But the reason I've come back now is a very important reason, and that's for the series you see on the screen right now, Black Clover. As you know, I'm a big Black Clover fan. I have Asta as a profile picture for my channel, and I just love the series a ton. So you probably already know the news about Black Clover if you're a fan of the series or just someone who just knows about Shonen Jump. But Black Clover recently moved to Jump Giga, and it'll be like 3 to 4 months until the next chapter releases. So I just during these 4 weeks, I wanted to make a video to describe Black Clover's situation and just set some things straight, because I've seen this happen before. With Black Clover and how everybody's talking about Black Clover now and what's happening to it. I wanted to set the record straight because I've seen this before. I've seen how people talk about other series that this sort of kind of happened to, like Bleach, Toriko, and others too. So I just want to set the record straight. So to begin this video, let's just read the note Tabata said. You can see it on your screen here. It's both the confirmation that Black Clover's moving and the note of that moving by Tabata. So let's all read it so that we all get on the same page. Okay, we're moving to Jump Giga. As Black Clover has continued, I have found that I have started to struggle with the weekly manga creation schedule. After multiple discussions with the editorial department, it has been decided that I will move the series to Jump Giga. I know this sudden decision may be a shock to many of my readers. I'm so sorry for not being able to end the series in Weekly Shonen Jump, but I believe that in Giga, I will be able to end the series in a manner that matches my current drawing pace and is much better for my health. There is still much that I want to draw and much that I must draw, so please look forward to it. I will do my best to conclude Black Clover in the most satisfying way possible. I know I am making you wait a little bit, but I promise to return to Giga in winter in a powered up form. So please look forward to reading about Asa's next adventure. Thank you for everything. So yeah, hope you were following along with me as I read it. So yeah, that's Tabata's note informing the readers that he's moving to Jump Giga. And I want to make this perfectly clear in the beginning. Black Clover moved to Jump Giga. Let's say it again. Black Clover moved to Jump Giga. And this is why, and you probably already know where I'm getting this by saying this over and over again. Black Clover did not get canceled. It didn't get canceled. It wasn't axed. It just wasn't any of that. It was just moved to Jump Giga for its last chapters. And I want to make this perfectly clear because a lot of people out there are saying a lot of different parts of misinformation about Black Clover. And I know exactly why they're doing this. It happened with Bleach and it happened with Toriko. It's the same thing all over again. And it just frustrates me so much. So, let's say it again. Black Clover moved to Jump Giga for its final chapters. It didn't get canceled. It didn't get axed. It didn't move because it wasn't popular. It didn't get canceled because it wasn't selling enough copies. It didn't get canceled because Jump saw it as a failure. None of those things happened. And the only reason we have for it is the one that Tabata said in his letter. He moved to Jump Giga because his family problems, his whole situation as a manga author. He has a wife, he has a child, and through these last author comments that he's been reading, they have been very sick. And so you probably already know this. I'm probably already preaching to the choir, but Jump authors and Weekly Shonen Jump authors have it rough. Like, they can't do this week to week, or at least do this while keeping charge of their families, if they even have families at all. So this is a move by Tabata to end Black Clover the best way it can, and Tabata saw that Jump Giga will give him time to not only look after his family, which is the most important thing, and secondly, to give Black Clover the send-off he believes it should have. The best way it can be sent off, which is big long chapters in Jump Giga with long pages, excellent artwork, and just nearly almost everything we want to see, come to fruition. We get to see Yami's battle with Morgan, along with Ichika. We get to see Mariona's battle with Morris, Noelle and her brothers and sisters taking on their mother, and finally Lucius, Asta, and Yuno proving which one of them deserves to be the ultimate Wizard King. So yeah, that's just the whole situation in a nutshell. Black Clover moved because Tabata wanted it to have the best ending it can, while also helping out his family, which is important to him. And again, I keep saying it over again, I want to make this clear because it's very annoying for people to just keep saying Black Clover got canceled, because it didn't get canceled. And also, this goes into another point, I'm really tired of people using canceled in so many confusing ways. And just in Weekly Shonen Jump alone, I'm talking about the Weekly Shonen Jump way we use the word canceled, or in other words, axed. So let's think about what a canceled series really is. To me, or it seems that everybody else thinks, a canceled series is a series that Shonen Jump had that didn't last very long. Like, let's say, who remembers Tokyo Shinobi Squad, or what was that other one? Hunter's Guild Red Hood, that other one that everyone really liked. Phantom Seer, those series, I consider those, and me and a lot of other people consider those series to be axed or canceled series. They only released for maybe 20, 30 chapters, and their sales weren't that great, or Jump didn't see their sales as all that great, and they canceled them. That's what I see, that's what nearly everybody I see talk about Shonen Jump says what a canceled series is, or an axe series, canceled or axed. That's what this series are. Series that only go for a very small amount of chapters, that didn't have the sales, or Shonen Jump didn't see them as worthy to continue in Jump, so they didn't have all the chapters they needed, and they got canceled. That is not what Black Clover is. Black Clover has been around since 2015. This series is old. It's probably, besides Hunter x Hunter, it is One Piece, mind you. Yeah, if we don't count Hunter x Hunter, Black Clover is the third oldest series in this magazine currently, or at least now it was since it moved. So Black Clover is a old series. It is 8 or 9 years old. This series is long. It has over 300 chapters, over 170 anime episodes. It has a movie. It has video games. It has a stage play that's coming up soon. It has all of this, but people keep calling saying that Black Clover got canceled, like it was just some shonen series that wasn't successful, and that simply isn't true. That is a blatant lie, and that just annoys me, because this is the one thing, it is a lie. I'm not saying that because I'm a big fan of Black Clover. I mean, obviously I am, because I am a big fan of Black Clover. I'm just telling the absolute truth. Let's get this one thing clear. Black Clover is not a failure. It just isn't. It's not a failure. It had over 300 chapters, 170 anime episodes, with the anime seeming to be returning very soon, thanks to leaks. It had a very successful Netflix movie, which also did pretty well. It has games. It has a stage play. It has all of this stuff. And you don't give that stuff to canceled series or series that did bad. That's just the thing. You don't do it. Jump doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. Have we seen a Hunter's Guild Red Hood anime? Have we seen a Phantom Series video game? No, because those series got axed and canceled. not Black Clover. It didn't. I don't care how you feel about Black Clover the series. Love it, hate it, whatever. I don't care. It's just, you just can't lie about it. And that's the one thing. Black Clover didn't get canceled. It didn't. It wasn't an unsuccessful series. And even in comparison to other series in the magazine, like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, series that are obviously a lot more popular than it, it didn't get canceled. It got all of those things that those other series did. And the reason why Tabata moved, again, is because he's moving to Jump Giga to look after his family and to give Black Clover the send-off he feels it should have. So that's pretty much it. And again, I mentioned Bleach and Toriko because the same thing happened to Toriko and Bleach. My Bleach fans can vouch for this. Bleach for years was seen as like, the worst of the big three that got canceled. And anime got canceled because it wasn't popular and it wasn't selling, and the last arc is bad and that's why it got canceled. No, people have now started fighting, saying that no, Bleach got the ending it deserved. Kubo ended it the way he wanted to, not because Shonen Jump said, you're not successful, get canceled. It's not like that, and I hate how people keep saying that, keep doing that to series they don't like. And that just comes down to the big thing. People use the word canceled when a series ends for series they don't like, and it drives me up a wall because people just aren't. It's not just that people aren't using the word cancel. It's because they use canceled for whenever they want to use it. Especially for Shonen Jump series they just don't like Black Clover especially. People have been coming out the woodwork saying that, and trust me, we Black Clover fans know it. Our series has been the punching bag for Shonen fans for a long, long time. It's gotten better. People have understood that Black Clover as a series has some unique parts, and it gives its own style that are different from the others, but people still really hang on to their hate for this series, and people have been coming out the woodwork recently to say that Black Clover has gotten canceled because it wasn't popular or it was a bad manga or whatever, and that simply isn't true. It just isn't. Jump would keep it here. If Black Clover, like every other manga that's released that has that's had a fan base, Reborn, Naruto, One Piece, another random one, Toriko, I said, Bleach 2, just nearly every Shonen Jump series they've had, they usually ended in Jump, except for two. Except for two that I know off the top of my head, I mean. Gintama and D. Gray Man. And Gintama also ended its run in Jump Giga. And I don't hear people say Gintama got canceled. No, people say Gintama ended in Jump Giga, not canceled. And you know why? Because people didn't have this arbitrary hatred for it like they do for Black Clover, and it's so annoying. It's like such an annoying double standard that people have for these manga, and it just drives me up a wall. If Gintama didn't get canceled with it moved to Jump Giga, so did Black Clover. It didn't get canceled. So it's such an annoying thing. Like, I keep going back to I noticed it immediately when Black Clover was announced that this was happening to Black Clover. I noticed it immediately. I knew it was gonna happen, and I was predicted right. If you go on and type in Black Clover, you will see videos saying in big bold text, Black Clover got canceled. Hip hip hooray! It wasn't popular. When that's not true at all. And you wouldn't hear the same thing if other series were moving to Jump Giga. I bet if My Hero got moved to Jump Giga, then you wouldn't even be hearing of this. If people wouldn't be saying people wouldn't be saying My Hero got canceled. They'd say it moved to Jump Giga. And it's so annoying. Just give Black Clover the respect it deserves. You don't even have to like it, to be honest with you. But you don't care. You can like and hate whatever you want, but at least give respect to these authors and these manga that have obviously that have their fan bases and have had successes. Black Clover is a success. I don't want to hear anyone say otherwise. It is a success. Jump wouldn't have kept it this long if it wasn't. It wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be here in 2022 to 2023 if it wasn't a success. How many times do I have to see it? This series is 8 years old. This series is old. Like, for Battle Shonen standards, like, people, like, we call these series like new gen, old gen, but now these series are old. Like, My Hero's gearing up to end too, and it's just like, give these series respect. Any series, whether they end, just give it respect. Like, just stop treating Black Clover and all these series that you don't like with respect, because they didn't get canceled. They ended properly with their authors giving the final say on what they do, on what happens to them. I mean, it's not like with canceled series that we can clearly see, like Phantom Seer, Tokyo Shinobi Squad, and Hunter's Guild Red Hood, where we obviously saw that they weren't pulling in the numbers, and Jump canceled them because either Jump saw that they weren't gonna sell well, or frankly the stories weren't good, and Jump canceled because it just wanted to get ahead. We obviously see what it looks like with a canceled series. Like we said, with the Tokyo Shinobi Squad, Hunter's Guild Red Hood, we see it all. We've seen what a canceled series is like, and that is not what Black Clover is. So again, just say it with me one more time, just so that everyone can hear it. Black Clover did not get canceled. It moved to Jump Giga because Yuki Tabata, author of Black Clover, wanted to give the series the send-off he thought he could with the move to Jump Giga. Give him more time to write, give him more pages to work with, because with chapters of Jump Giga, they're a lot longer than regular Weekly Shonen Jump. These chapters are gonna be big, and he needed to look after his family. So let's just all just take it in and just say that Black Clover got moved. All right, so that's pretty much it. Rant over. This has been a fairly I don't know, was this a long rant? I'm not sure, but I just had to rant about this because it annoys me up the wall. People are so two-faced about Shonen Jump series, especially Black Clover, and I notice it immediately, and it just annoys me to no end. People treat Black Clover like it's the worst manga ever, when I've read so much worse. I can give you off the top of my head worse, but I don't want to bore you with obviously worse manga. So, manga and anime series, how people treat Black Clover is just so annoying. It's very annoying because it's such a double standard. Other series end and it's like, okay, they ended, but when Black Clover's even announcing that it's going to end soon, look, Black Clover's getting canceled. It's so annoying. And the other thing too, it's not even over yet. Did Black Clover say, oh, this is the last chapter? No, it said it's the last chapter in Weekly Shonen Jump and it's moving to Jump Giga. Did people even read this note? Did people even read it? I doubt people even read this note, to be honest with you. People who don't like Black Clover, obviously. I know we Black Clover fans read this note and we understood that that it sucks. I'm not gonna say this is the best. I'm gonna say I really wanted Black Clover to finish and Jump. I really wanted it to. I did, like, so much so. I think Black Clover deserved it. But obviously this is what Tabata wishes, and that's the best we can hope for. This is even better than we can hope for. If Tabata willingly wanted this to happen, then that's great. I'm glad he has that pull and jump to make the decision to say, okay, obviously my weekly schedule can't work with this. I need to take care of my family. And to do that, not only can I take care of my family, I can also bang out the best chapters Black Clover has ever seen and just give the fans the real send-off they deserve for following the series for 8 years. So I respect Tabata for that, and I'm glad he's given this opportunity. But obviously there was a part of me that said, man, I really wanted Black Clover to finish in Shonen Jump where it started, where I found it, where everybody else found it. So yeah, I'm bummed, but we've gotten over that. But just how people treat Black Clover is just so annoying, and I wish it changed. I wish people would change about how they treat Black Clover and other shonen series in general. It's not always just a popularity contest about which series is more popular, and if your series isn't ranking up to these other series, then you're worth nothing. Each series has their own thing to offer you. If you want superheroes, and what's the best thing to become a hero, then read My Hero Academia. If you want a more darker story with darker elements, then read Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe if you want shonen action with a main character like Asta, then you read Black Clover. Shonen Jump isn't just for one popular battle shonen to just take over everything. That's not what at least to me, that's not what Shonen Jump is for. and it's to have all these different series coalesce, and they can all be together. Most of these authors are friends, and they look out for each other. And it just pains me how other people treat other shonens that aren't the most popular. It's so annoying. So yeah, just treat Black Clover and every other shonen you have with respect, at least when they end. And this Black Clover isn't even ending yet. So people who are just waving their white, people who are trying to dance over the grave, it's not even over. So at least wait before you do that. At least read the letter and know, because you're kind of showing that you didn't read this and didn't care. And to be frank, you don't care. It's so, I keep saying it over and over again because I want to make sure. It's so annoying, this double standard people have for Shonen Jump, especially Black Clover and other manga in it. So yeah, ran over. I'll come. In other news, I will read these final 4 chapters, and if you like what I had to say, maybe you can come by and watch me and watch a video on each of these 4 chapters, and then I'll give my final thoughts on Black Clover as a whole. I'll give my final thoughts, good and bad. I'll say what I loved about Black Clover, what I hated about Black Clover, what I was in on Black Clover. So yeah, man, I will give the final. I'll read all 4 chapters. I'll make sure of it, and then I'll make a video on each of them, and then I'll give my final thoughts on the series, and kind of like a eulogy. But I'm sure we'll see Black Clover again. I'm sure maybe the anime will come back someday. But even if it doesn't, I'll always keep Black Clover in my thoughts, because to be honest, it's my favorite shonen, and I love it, regardless of whether I have good or bad things to say. Black Clover is my favorite, and I just have to give it to it. So if you like what I had to say, then in the next 4 months, expect videos on the last chapters of Black Clover. So anyway, thanks for listening to me.